you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. And as you can see, I'm at one of my favorite places, the grocery store. And what I'm going to talk to you about this morning is I'm going to share with you some facts on beets and why beets beat disease. If you are having any type of issues with your health and disease or symptoms, beets beat disease. They do this for a number of reasons. One of the most important ones is because of the amount of oxygen they produce in your body. They literally can produce up to 400% more oxygen, which is huge for boosting your alkalinity, which means presence of oxygen. When we are having a lot of acid-based foods or processed foods and carbonated beverages and negative emotional thoughts and processed foods and not enough vegetables, our body gets very acid or acidic, which means disease has a great opportunity to thrive in that. If you're having any heart challenges, one of the most important things to remember about the beet is that it actually has some stuff called betaine in it, which helps to lower homocysteine levels. So when you go to the doctor and get your blood levels checked and they're checking for heart health, that's one of the things they check out for. Now here's an interesting fact you may not have known. One of the most important things about it, or one of the other things about it that's super helpful, is that it actually has some stuff called uridine, which is helpful for depression. So if you're having any depression issues, that is super helpful for you. Another cool thing about it is if you notice the deep red rich color, like if you ever cut one of these open, it actually looks just like your blood and it will stain your shirt, so be careful. The important thing about it is that it's very electron dense, which means it has a high amount of free radical scavenging capabilities, which means antioxidant power. So beets are super important. They are also super potent. So if you're going to use one in your smoothie, I recommend starting off with maybe a third to a half of one until you get used to it. Like actually adding some lime with it or adding some mint, which is extremely helpful for boosting your breathing capacity because of some stuff called rosmarinic acid. It also helps with digestion too, so it actually helps this to work more effectively. Now here's a special guest and a special cousin to the red beet. I'm going to get some of these, the orange beet. Now you remember me talking about the orange is great for your lungs, it's great for your eyes, and it has some carotenoids in it, or carotenoids called zeaxanthins, which are super important. A lot of the similar characteristics, you just see the difference in the colors, which means the electrons, or how dense the electrons are, is a bit different, or it's a bit separated, so it's not as red as the beet. So if you found that information helpful, naturally, I invite you to join me tonight for part 2 of my series called Nutrition Truths and the secrets to reverse your symptoms from the grocery store. We're going to go into specifically about foods tonight. We're going to go into specifically some other little ninja tricks that you also may not be aware of, but make sure you join me tonight. I'm going to leave a link in my post so you can actually get my notes so you can follow along, and I'll be going live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Think Great Lose Weight. So please share if you found it helpful, and remember, you know the drill. If you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. Bye-bye.